I think I finally have the setup I need for my planer and the exhaust where I'm collecting the dust and everything. Seems like it's doing a pretty good job. It's pretty simple, but it's taken me a little bit to figure out what I actually need for my planer. And I can see I've run a couple boards through already, getting them cleaned up, but this is basically my setup. I've taken this shop vac head off this little shop vac of mine, and I drilled a hole, not drilled, but cut a hole in here. So just this vac would sit down in that hole that I cut with a jigsaw, and it fits exactly in there. It's amazing how I can just put this lid on, and I don't clamp it down or anything, but it pulls down the vacuum and everything, pulls this lid right down, so I got plenty of vacuum. But then I've got this yellow hose that we use for cleaning grease traps, the smaller stuff, this 2-inch hose with cuffs. This is a cuff right here that I just put into it's just a coupler is what it is, and then another coupler I had around the shop that I put this end on, the end of the planer, and then I cut a hole right here and put another coupler in there, and then another cuff is what we call them, right on this end of the hose, and it really does a pretty good job. I mean, I can turn the vacuum on. And I got one of these bags, collection bags, I've got clamped on the other end, so it collects the dust, the fine dust, so it's not all in the air and everything. But I've got good vacuum now, so I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show the whole process here, set this camera up, and run this through here one time. And I'm not getting the dust that I was before. So anyway, we will get it here. I'm going to turn this camera like this, I believe, and just show you the whole process. So anyway, I got to have a vacuum running, and I've got to have the planer running at the same time. And like I said, we will show you if we get any dirt and dust how it actually is working. Let me get it set up here where I think it's good. So anyway, I'll put some ear protection on. This is a walnut board, but it's been dried for a long time. So we're just running this through to get it cleaned up. So here we go. First, I'm going to turn the vac on. I'm going to turn the planer on. That's pretty good. Set this all up so we can hear what I'm saying, but it's doing a pretty good job. Like I say, this is an old walnut board. It's still got a little bit to go right there. I got just a little bit of snipe right there, but on this end, it's really good. But I can see that's a pretty neat walnut board that I'm just experimenting with. I've got another one here I've been experimenting with, but I think I finally got where it's actually pulling the chips through and into that big canister I've got there. That's a 55-gallon drum that I got cheap and everything, so I could play with it, experiment with it, and it's really, I think what I've got going right now is the best I can get. So it's not getting a lot of chips and stuff that's coming out here on the floor. I was before. I just didn't have the good vacuum that I was getting now. So basically I made my own air filter system with different things I've had around here at the shop. And now I can plane. I've got about 65 foot of this walnut boards that I got from Dan up in Wisconsin. So anyway, we're going to end the video right there, and hopefully it works for us.